Primary 4, thank you, our admin Eric, for making us, for live streaming our lessons. In this class, we have already learned something brief at least. We had a lesson, this is our 3rd lesson of this program. So meaning that we have learned the 1st lesson, we have learned the 2nd lesson, today is our 3rd lesson. So what did we learn last week on Thursday? Yes, what did we learn last week on Thursday? Yes, Jovia?
We learned about subtracting money.
Okay, that is Jovia. Tendo in primary 4. Tendo. So I realize that some of you are moving from one class to another, and that will be confusing you, because if you move from P4, you move to P5, then when P6 are learning, you also move there. You will be confusing yourself because you can't remember what you learned in a particular class. You might have learned subtraction in P5, and then you are talking about it in this P4. This is primary 4. What did we learn? Yes, Sarah, you were there. Alit, Sarah, you were there. What did we learn?
We learned about adding and dividing money.
Adding, dividing money.
We learned about adding and dividing of money.
Okay, that is...
we learned about adding and...
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sarah, for that. Thank you. Thank you for that. I want somebody to complete it, because what Sarah is saying is the content that we have learned inside that subtopic. I want somebody to tell us the subtopic that we learned, because addition, dividing, multiplying was the concept. Those were the concept that we learned inside what we learned. So what I want specifically is the subtopic which I wrote for you. What was the subtopic? Yes, Anita. Yes, Anita. Yes. Yes, Anita. Okay, so members, we learned about completing the shopping list. Completing. Sorry, Alit, your network. I don't know whether it's my network. You are okay. Interpretation. It's okay. Okay, so members, let's not take a lot of time there. You can mute yourself, Anita. You can mute yourself, Anita. Good. So we are not going to take a lot of time there, but I request that members try as much as possible to make sure you always recall, because that means you are not trying to revise whatever you have learned. Don't learn for 1 hour and you close your book. This 1 hour is for us to direct you on what you are supposed to do. It's for us to guide you on what you are supposed to do. So after that, you can do it by yourself. So this is what we learned last time. We learned about completing the shopping list. In table form, they give you a shopping list. For example, here they have given you this shopping list. Okay. So when you look at the shopping list here, you have the items, you have the quantity, you have the unit cost and the total cost. Then they asked you to complete the bill. So you have the items like Omo, you have items like maize flour, you have chicken. Those are the 3 items. Now, each item has its own quantity, has its own unit cost, and the total cost. For Omo, we have 2 sackets of Omo. But unit cost here means 1 sacket of Omo is 1,000. So how much will you pay for 2 sackets? So how do you complete this total cost for Omo? Yes. How do we complete that total cost for Omo? So let me begin with those ones who were saying, teacher, for me, I'm waiting to participate. They are not there now. Yes, Grant Birunji. Grant Birunji. Okay, you are not there. We have Jordan. Yes, Jordan. How do we complete that total cost for Omo? Jordan?
We multiply.
Very good. We multiply. Now, in this case, you can even just come down here and say the item is Omo. You write it like this. You write the item Omo. You can underline. Then you know that you are going to fill the total cost and you multiply. So under Omo, we have the unit cost is 1,000. So you have here your 1,000, then multiply it by 2, because you need 2 sockets, the amount for 2 sockets. So let someone multiply for us. Let someone multiply for us. Let me get someone to multiply for us. Who is ready? Jasmine, can you multiply for us that number? Jasmine?
Yes, teacher.
Multiply for us this number. 2 times 0, what do we get?
2 times 0, 0.
Then 2 times 0.
0, 0. 2 times 0, 0. 2 times 1, 2. Equals 2,000 shillings.
So the 2 sockets of Omo is for how much?
2,000 shillings.
Then you come here and write your 2,000 like this. So this is, you have already completed the total cost for.
Yes, teacher.
Now you go to another item. You have completed the item Omo. Now go to maize flour. So when we go to maize flour, you check what is missing from the table. In this case, when we check the maize flour, what is missing? What do they want us to fill in? Yes, what do they want us to fill in? Okay, are there some people who want to talk? Good. If you want to talk, you can tell us, what do we want to fill in there?
The unit cost.
Very good. We are going to fill in the unit cost. Then if it is the unit cost, how do we get the unit cost for maize flour? How do we get the unit cost there? Yes, so maize flour, we need the unit cost. So if you need the unit cost, how do you get it? Okay, how do we get the unit cost? Maize flour. Let me write here, maize flour. Okay, so how do we find the unit cost? Yes, Colin? Darlene, yes. Darlene, how do we find the unit cost? Darlene, please, please, please. You have unmuted, but you are not talking. Bruce, yes, Bruce, how do we find the unit cost? Very good. By?
So you're supposed to do that.
We are supposed to divide, but you try to be louder. Try to be louder. Let's hear from Deborah. Deborah, how do we find the unit cost?
They can ask you.
Deborah, how do we find the unit cost?
By dividing.
Very good, by dividing. So you have heard from Deborah that we are supposed to divide. What are we going to divide, Deborah? So you get the total cost that is 9. Oh, it is the quantity missing. So you get the total cost, that is 9,000 divided by the unit cost, which is 3,000. So in this case, you are supposed to divide carefully because you have zeros on the numerator and you have zeros on the denominator. You can begin by dividing those zeros first. You can begin by canceling those zeros. Okay, so therefore, you will remain with only 9 out of 3. So you say 3 divided by 3 is 1. So what is 9 divided by 3? What is 9 divided by 3? Yes. Yes, what is 9 divided by 3?
9, you draw 3 balls.
You want me to draw 3 balls like this? Okay, then divide it.
Then you give them 9.
Okay, you count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equals 3.
So 9 divided by 3 equals 3. So here you have got 3. So you go back there and fill in your table. So members, that is how you are supposed to fill in that table. Let's not take a lot of time. And then you make sure that you write the unit. So let's not take a lot of time there. Otherwise, we shall spend time and fail to handle what we are supposed to handle right now. So now let's go straight away to what we are going to look at. Okay. So today we are going to, in primary 4, we are going to be finding profit. Finding profit. So in this case, we are still looking at money. We are still in our topic of money. So under money, we have looked at so many things according to our level in primary 4. So we are going to look at finding profit. And after that, we shall also look at finding loss as we continue with this. So when the topic is finished, I will be able to let you know. But for this, let us talk about finding profit. So can everybody say, we are going to look at finding profit? Can we say finding profit?
We are going to look at
Yes. So next time when I asked you, my first question is always, what did we look at on Tuesday? Because we are going to meet on Thursday. Then I say, what did we look at on Tuesday? You should be able to tell me, teacher, we looked at finding profit. Teacher, we looked at finding profit. So it will be very good for me to hear that, that we looked at finding profit. So that is what we are going to look at right now. So we do sell things. I don't know whether you have ever bought something. I don't know whether you have ever sold something. Let me try to find out from you. Let me get from this one. Have you ever bought something?
Yes, teacher.
What have you ever bought?
I've ever bought books.
Okay, books.
A set.
Now, yes, meaning you have ever bought something. How about the selling? Have you ever sold something? Have you ever sold something?
No.
You have never?
Yes.
Hey, okay. Now you have ever bought, for you have ever bought. Let us hear from people who have ever sold something. Benson, Benson, have you ever bought something? Have you ever sold something?
Yes, teacher.
What have you ever sold?
I've ever sold a ruler.
You have ever sold a ruler?
Yes.
It was your ruler, eh?
Yes.
Why did you sell it?
To get money.
To get to get money or profit. You so you bought that ruler at how much? How much did you buy the ruler?
At 1,000.
Then how much did you sell it?
At 1,000.
Now, did you get profit? If you bought at 1,000 and you also sold it at 1,000, did you get any profit?
No.
Aha. But that is good. That is good. At least you have ever done the selling and buying. Let us also hear from others who have done selling and buying. Blessed, have you ever done something like selling?
Yes.
Okay, what have you ever done?
I've ever sold.
Okay, so blessed you have ever bought. Now, members, when we talk about profit, you make profit when you sell an item at a price higher than its cost price. When I talk about cost price, I mean buying price. For example, let me write here, Ben Carson. Ben Carson said he has ever, Ben Carson said he has ever sold the ruler. Ben Carson sold the ruler. Sold a ruler. Okay, Ben Carson sold a ruler at 1,000. So this is the amount of money that Ben Carson sold his ruler. But remember, he also bought this ruler. So he bought the ruler. He bought the ruler. I'm trying to explain to you the word profit. So he bought the ruler at Ben Carson. Allow me to say the amount of money that you bought the ruler. So Ben Carson bought the ruler. He bought a ruler. He bought a ruler at let's say Ben Carson, allow us to say you bought this ruler at 800 shilling. Okay, Ben Carson, are you there? Yes. So you bought the ruler. Yes, Ben. Can you come on?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, you remain on.
Yes.
So you sold the ruler at 1,000. Now here I have just said you bought the ruler at 800. Now we have two words here that we need to understand. We have two words here that we need to understand. We have this word. Let me underline it. Let me underline the word. We have the word sold and we have the word bought. Ben Carson, have you seen it?
Yes, teacher.
So when you buy something, that thing that you have bought, that item you have bought, the money that you have used, that money we call it cost price. That money we call it cost price. You can call it cost price or you can call it buying price. Ben Carson, are you following?
Yes, teacher.
You can call that money as buying price. Okay, Ben Carson, I think you have some background teaching. So you have the buying price. Now, so in this question for Ben Carson, his buying price is 800 shilling. I'm trying to explain to you the meaning of profit. The buying price of Ben Carson is 800 shilling. Now, when you read the question, he bought the ruler. So that's the money that costed him to buy the ruler. It is 800. So after buying the ruler, he sold the ruler. So the word sold here means selling price. It means selling price. So the word sold is the past tense of the word sell. So after buying the ruler, he sold it. Okay, so that means it is called selling price. So the selling price of the ruler is 1,000 shilling, equals to 1,000 shilling. Okay, so I'm trying to write like a baby here, and yet we are in P4, class. Okay, now this is our selling price. Now you can compare the two amount of money. The buying price is the money that you have given to the shopkeeper. You bought your ruler, you gave 800. After going to school, you got a friend who wants a ruler, and you sold the ruler to a friend at 1,000. So that means you have got more money. Remember, you bought it at 800, but you came here and sold it at 1,000. So it means you have got more money. So how much extra money have you got in this ruler? Is there anybody who has seen that? How much money have you got in that ruler? Yes? Benkerson UG, how much money have you got in that ruler? Extra money that you have got. Yes? You bought a ruler at 800 and you sold it at 1,000. You have made some good money. How much money have you made there? What is the profit you have made there? Lubega?
Yes, teacher.
So you look at this. You bought the ruler at 800. You sold it at 1,000. So 1,000 is more than 800, isn't it?
Yes, teacher.
Is more than 800 by how much?
It's more than.
Yes. So here you realize that you have extra 200 shilling here. So therefore, to get the profit, you are going to be subtracting selling price, because selling price is higher. Selling price is higher than the buying price. So you are going to be subtracting selling price minus buying price in order to get the profit. So that is what it means by profit. So profit now, when we talk about profit, we make a profit when we sell, sorry, something just went off. Okay. Okay, so here we are saying we make a profit. Let me start afresh. Okay, we are saying that we make a profit when we sell an item at a price higher than its cost price or buying price. So when you sell an item, for example, Benkerson bought a ruler at 800. Then he sold it at a price higher than 800. So meaning Benkerson has made a profit from what I was explaining. Now, here, how do we now get the profit? If you sell something at a higher price, how do we get it? So we can find profit by subtracting buying price from selling price. That's how we shall find profit. So if you want to get the profit that you have made, you are going to be subtracting buying price from selling price. So therefore, the method we are going to be using is this. We are going to be saying profit is equals to selling price minus buying price. In summary, for you to get the profit, you are going to be subtracting selling price minus buying price. Members, can we say profit equals to selling price minus buying price? Members, can we say that? Yes, I can't hear you. Okay, can we say profit equals to selling price minus buying price?
Yes.
Profit equals to selling price
Price
without
minus.
buying price.
Very good. Again.
Profit is equal to selling price minus buying price.
Others.
Profit equals to selling price minus buying price.
Very good.
Profit equals selling price plus my mining price.
Again.
Profit equals
Profit equals to selling price minus
Profit equals to selling price minus
selling price.
So that is how we are going to be calculating the profit. Now, in this case, the selling price is going to be higher. Higher means more. It's going to be more than the buying price. Let us see how they set for us this question. Let's see how someone is buying and selling here. Okay. We have this example 1. It comes. There it comes. There it comes. Okay, that is our example 1. There it comes. Okay, so I want you to read this example. I want you to read this example and we see how we are going to get it. Yes, my friend, can you read it? My friend, can you read it? Yes, love, can you read it?
Read. A shopkeeper bought a book at shillings 1,500.
That is not 1,500. Look at that amount of money carefully.
150.
150 shilling.
And sold it at 200 shillings.
Okay. And what did they
What
ask?
profit did he make?
What profit did he make? Very good. So members, you have heard from Cosmas how he read the question. He said a shopkeeper bought a book at 150 shillings and sold it. These two words, you need to understand it carefully. Bought a book. Let me try to underline it. Bought a book. Then here, sold it. Sold it at. Those sentence says that we have there. Bought a book at 150 shillings and sold it at 200 shillings. Now, remember at the beginning, I told you that we make profit when we sell an item at a price higher than the buying price. Now, your buying price for this book is 150 shilling and your selling price is 200 shillings. So you can see that the selling price for the book is more than the buying price. That means you have made a profit. So if you are a shopkeeper, that means you are progressing in your business because you have made a profit. Now, here you realize that you will say my buying price, okay? You can come and summarize by saying my buying price, which we can call it cost price, okay? You can call it cost price. The money that you have used to buy something, you can call it cost price, okay? The cost price of the book is 150 shilling. That is according to that question. Then the selling price, after buying the book, the shopkeeper sold it. So the selling price of the book is 200 shillings. That's the selling price of the book. Now they are asking you to find the profit. Yes, this means there is a profit, because profit, we make profit when the selling price is bigger than the cost price. When the selling price is bigger than the cost price. So now the formula becomes, to find now the profit, the formula now is equals to, this is the formula we are going to be using when we want to get the profit. So we are going to say, we are going to say profit. Now you are calculating, you want to find the profit that this shopkeeper made, that this shopkeeper got. Profit is equals to, since the selling price here is 200, 200 is more than 150 shilling. So we are going to say selling price, we're going to say selling price minus cost price. You can use cost price. I told you cost price is the same as buying price. The money that you have used to buy something, you call it cost price, or you call it buying price. Now, in this case, you can come and replace. You are looking for profit, so you can say profit is equals to, what is the selling price? My selling price is 200 shillings. So you come here and say 200 shillings. That is the selling price. When I remove the money that I used to buy that book, the money I used to buy that book is 150 shillings. So when I remove the money that is going to remain after subtraction, this money is going to be the profit now. Okay. So when you have it vertically like, horizontally like this, I can come in my side work and arrange it vertically. Okay, I can come here in my side work and say I have 200, which is the selling price, 200 here. I'm going to take away 150 shilling. 150 shilling is the buying price. 150 shilling. Yeah. And then you must write the equal sign. This is the equal sign if you are subtracting it vertically like this, according to the place value. So now I begin subtracting to get now the profit that I have got, that extra money that I have got from selling the book. So the extra money now I'm subtracting. 0 minus the 0, I will get there 0. Then also here, I'm going to have 0 minus the 5. It is not possible. 0 is smaller than 5. So this 0 is going to come to these 2 and borrow. Okay, we are going to regroup. So when we are borrowing, we borrow 1. So when we borrow 1, that 1 is equivalent to 10. Whatever you are borrowing is 1, which is equivalent to 10. So this one remains 1. When we remove 1 from 2, it remains 1. Now I have borrowed that one, which has become 10. So when I add 10 plus 0, it still remains 10. So it means that I'm going to have 10 take away 5. So if you don't know 10 take away 5, you can count your counting sticks. In primary 4, you can count your counting stick. You can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to remove 5 from it. Let me remove 1. Let me remove 2. Let me remove 3. Let me remove 4. Let me remove 5. This one, I've removed them off. This one, I've removed them. What have I remained with? I've remained with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here you find that I've remained with the 5. So now here you have 1 has remained up. Take away 1. So 1 take away 1, that remains 0. So even if you don't write that 0 there, it's okay. In fact, you can leave it without writing it. So in this case, the money that we have got as our profit becomes only 50 shilling. Only 50 shilling. That is the profit. That is the profit that you have made. After buying your book for 150 shilling, you sold it at 200. So at least you got 50 shilling extra money that you got from your book. So that is how we calculate profit, members. That's how we calculate profit. I hope you have been following what I have been doing. That is how we calculate profit. Okay, so yeah, so before we go to number 2, we can maybe have some few people maybe who may want to ask some questions on whatever they have not understood. Okay, before we go to number 2, if you have a question, yes, let me get Rahim. Yes, Rahim, do you have a question? Yes. Yes, please. Afra, do you have a question? Okay, let's hear from others. They are not talking. How about David? Yes, David? David? David, do you have a question?
Yes.
Yes, you can go ahead and ask.
Teacher,
Yes.
I have not got properly on that profit equals selling price minus cost price. Profit equals shillings. Those.
Okay, so you remain there. Remain there on, don't go off.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, now here when we write the formula,
Yes.
for us to get the profit, David, Sifra, and John, is it Jonina?
Yes.
For us to get the profit, we say profit equals to selling price minus cost price. Cost price, you can call it buying price also, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, so why did I say selling price minus cost price? Because when you have made a profit, your selling price is bigger than the buying price. When you have a profit, your selling price is bigger. Now, our selling price is 200 shillings. 200 shilling is bigger than 150 shilling. Are you getting? So now when you say selling price minus profit, now here you come and replace selling price, you write it first. What is the selling price? It is 200. You write 200 first. Take away, what is the buying price or the cost price?
Shillings 150.
Then here I have written it like this. Now I said, let me go and write it according to the place value so that I can subtract. So I came here and wrote it according to the place value. I wrote shilling 200 first minus shilling 150. Then I started subtracting. So when I subtracted the 200 shilling minus 150 shilling, I remained with only 50 shilling. After the subtraction, so that 50 shilling which has remained, it becomes the profit that you have made. Are you getting? David? Yes, David, are you getting? So members, that is how we find, but of course I still have in number 2. I still have in number 2, which I can explain. In my number 2, example number 2, I can still explain there for those who did not get properly in this example number 1. So that is what I have been calculating. Okay, I said profit equals to selling price minus buying price. So buying price can be called cost price. So now I replaced my selling price is 200 shilling. My buying price is 150 shilling. as you are seeing it there. Okay. Now I continue. Profit, when we subtracted, we got 50 shillings. Sorry. We got 50 shillings. After the subtraction, we got 50 shillings. Very good. Okay. So this is how we calculate profit. So let's go to number 2, at least if you have not got this number 1. Let's go and check number 2. Example 2, let me find somebody to read for us this example 2. Okay, this is example 2. Let me get somebody to read for us. Who is ready to read for us example 2? Good. Oh, very many people want to read, and that is very good. Okay, so let me get Joy to read. Yes, Joy, can you read for us that? Maria, Joy. Yes, Joy, can you read?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, read for us example number 2.
The cost of a radio is shillings.
That is 12,300.
12,300. Musa sold the same radio at 15,000. Find the profit.
Aha. Thank you, Joy. So, members, they are saying the cost of a radio is 12,300 shillings. Musa sold the same radio at 15,000 shillings. Find the profit. So you can see here that the radio costed this 12,000. That is the cost of the radio. That's the buying price of the radio. You bought a radio at 12,300. Then after, Musa sold the same radio at 15. You see, 15,000 is the selling price. And the selling price is more than the buying price or the cost price. So the cost price is 12,000. So you can see 15 is more. So now find the profit. So for us to find the profit, what is the formula to get the profit now? How do we get the profit now? Yes? Yes. What is the formula to get the profit? We say profit equals to
selling price minus buying price.
Profit equals to selling price minus
buying price.
Very good. So buying price is the same as cost price, isn't it?
Yes, teacher.
Now, in this step, what you do, you come and say, because you are looking for profit, you come and write profit equals to. So what is the selling price according to the question? You write it first. According to the question, which amount of money is the selling price?
15,000.
There you come and write 15,000 shilling. Here, you write 15,000. Take away, what is the buying price according to the question?
12,300.
12,300 shilling. So you write it like that. Now, if you write it like this, it is not easy to subtract, isn't it? So what you do, you go to the side work. What you do, you go to the side work. So I want to go to the side work with some few of you and we subtract together. Okay? Now, here we are in the side work. We have said 15,000. So we are going to write here 15,000 shilling. I write it like this. This is 15,000. Okay. Please, those few people who are going to subtract, make sure you don't make noise. Then here we have 12,300. You need to come and arrange these numbers according to the place value. like this. And because you are subtracting, you are supposed to write the unit. I mean, the unit you are supposed to write, even the operation sign. Okay, when we are subtracting, we write the operation sign. Now,
Yes, teacher.
Can we begin subtracting now, Pretty?
Okay.
Yes, can you start, Pretty? We have 0 minus 0. I will be telling you 0 minus 0. What do you get?
0.
Okay, then again 0 minus 0.
0.
Then now we have 0 minus 3.
Yes.
What is 0 minus 3?
It's impossible.
What do you do?
We regroup.
We regroup. So we are coming to 5. So
Remove one
we remove 1. What will this one remain with?
With 4.
So we regroup. This one becomes what?
4.
We have borrowed 1, which is equivalent to 10, isn't it?
Yes, teacher.
So it is now 10 take away 3. Do you want me to count here?
Yes.
Yeah, we can count here 10. Can you count? 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Then we cancel how many?
2. 3.
You cancel them.
1, 2, 3.
How many have remained without when you have not canceled? How many? 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So that means 10 take away 3, we remain with it.
7.
Now this one has remained 4. Here we have 4. 4 take away 2. So you have there 4. When we take away 2,
They
what do we
remain
remain with?
2.
We remain with it 2. Now this is 1 take away 1.
0.
0. So that means how much is the profit?
2,700.
2,700. So you come back and write, after subtracting from the side work, you come back and say profit is equals to 2,700. So that is how we calculate profit. That's how we do it. That's how we calculate profit. So,
Okay.
yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Pretty, eh?
Yes.
Okay, that is good. I hope when I give my exercise, you will pass it very well.
Okay.
And you need to submit. Okay, so let's continue. Members, this is how we find profit. Now, anybody who has not understood how to get profit can ask. We have Semugerere. Semugerere. Good. Semugerere, have you understood? Jeremiah, have you understood? Jeremiah? Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Can we write the examples?
Examples, you are going to find these examples in the Google Classroom. I have organized it there. So after learning, you will be finding it there.
Yes.
So members, can I give you a trial question on what we have been learning? Can I give you a question to try?
Yes.
Yes,
teacher.
Yes.
Okay, let me give you a question to try.
Yes.
Okay, let me give you a trial question for all of you. For all of you, try this number. All of you, try this number. I'm putting it there. Okay, let me first put the working for Pretty. This is the working for Pretty. This is what Pretty has got, 2,700. Now, the trial question is for all of you. This was for Pretty. Now, this is for all of you. Okay. If you are two at home, discuss it. If you are only one, try it, you will give us. If you are only one at home, try, you will give us. There are two numbers that I want you to try. There are two numbers that I want you to try. Let me put another one. Yes, so those are the numbers that I want you to try. Just try and we summarize from there. Try those numbers and we summarize from there. You don't need to copy the question. Just read the question and start working out. You don't need to copy the question. Read the question and work out. Question 1, trial number 1. They are saying, Joanna bought a pen at 300 shilling and sold it at 450 shilling. Calculate the profit Joanna made. That is 1. Calculate the profit Joanna made. 2, Kiza bought a goat at 40,000 shilling and sold it at 53,000 shilling. How much profit did he make? How much profit did he make? Yes, so those are the numbers. If you are ready, if you are done, you tell us. If you are ready, if you have finished, you tell us. Okay, you put up your hands and you tell us your answer. Please, when you are telling us your answer, because we said it is a discussion, tell us how you have got your answer. Once you are telling us the answer, tell us how you have got the answer. Now I have Chloe who has finished already. Chloe, you have finished. Chloe, have you finished? Yes, Junior, have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, which number have you done?
Number 1.
Okay, how did you do it? Take us through what you have done.
We write profit equals selling price, subtract
Profit
Selling
equals
price.
selling price.
subtract buying price.
Okay, minus
Buying price.
minus buying price. Very good. Continue.
Profit equals 300 shillings.
Now, what is the selling price first? You write selling price first.
The selling price is 450 shillings.
Minus the buying price.
300 shillings.
Very good. So what answer have you got?
I've got
What answer have you got?
I've got
Or should I write? Yes. Let me write it like this so that you subtract for us. Eh?
yes, teacher.
Let me write it in your side work. You say 450 shilling. Let me write 450 shilling like this. Take away 300. Eh?
Yes, teacher.
This is the side work. Okay, so what have you got? Can
Teacher,
you begin
we borrow.
subtracting? First begin subtracting from the place value of 1.
0 plus 0, take away 0 equals 0.
Very good.
5 take away 0, it's equal to 5.
Very good.
It is impossible.
This is 4 take away 3.
So we borrow.
4 take away 3. 4 take away 3.
One.
If,
It's 1.
It's 1. Very good. So how much money is that? How much money is that? Oh, Junior, you have muted. Junior, how much money is that? What is that profit?
150 shillings.
Very good. It is 150 shillings. Very good. So members, that is number one. Let me hear whether some people have also got 150 shilling. We are still on number one. Have you got 150 shilling? Members?
No.
Members? Is that the answer you have got?
Yes, teacher.
This one. Only no, the workings. This one.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you.
And do also the
Okay. Now we are going to two. We are going to number two.
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's go and finish number two and we stop there. Let me get the first person to raise up the hand is the first person I'm going to pick. Oh, but now these people who are raising up their hand, they are the people who have been participating. But let me go to Jose. Jose, you come on and tell us that you have not yet spoken in the class. Okay, go to number two and tell us how you did it.
Yes, teacher.
Can you tell us how you did number two?
Yes. Yes, teacher. Profit equals to selling price minus buying price.
Profit equals selling price
Minus buying price.
Yes.
Profit equals to 5,000. Profit
That
equals
is
to 53,000 shillings minus 40,000 shillings.
okay. So let me also write in the side work how to subtract it.
Yes.
Let me try to write it here. I hope you are able to see when I write here 53. Are you able to see what you are writing, what I'm writing?
Yes.
Okay, it is 53. Take away
40,000.
Take away 40,000. Okay, so can you take away now?
0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 3 minus 0, 3. 5 minus 4, 1.
So how much money is that? How much money is that?
13,000.
So profit is equals to
13,000 shillings.
13.
Shillings.
Now you were very many there. Who is this one who is talking to us?
Josephine.
Josephine. Because I see there is Rahma, there is Raja, there is Jose, there is Nimrod. Otherwise, thank you so much. Okay, so members, we have come to the end. And according to what you have done, that means you are able to find Nimrod, you have spoiled the discussion. You have started the discussion from home again. We are still learning, but otherwise we have come to the end. I would like to thank all of you for participating. If you have not got the question, I'm giving you only 1 minute to ask if you have not understood.
No, teacher.
If you have understood,
Teacher.
okay.
Teacher, not understood. Teacher not understood. Please,
Teacher, not understood. Teacher, not.
Now, when you have not understood, let me just explain, and then we can stop there. I'm going to explain what these friends of ours have been doing. Then from there, we can stop there. We can end there. Now, in number one, they are saying Joanna. In number one, they are saying Joanna bought a pen at 300 shilling. Bought here is the buying price at 300 shilling and sold it at 450 shilling. Now they are asking you to calculate their profit. So I told you that the profit is the money that you get after selling something at a price more than the price you have used to buy. You have bought a pen at 300, then you sold it at 450. So to find that profit, you are going to say profit equals to selling price minus buying price. Now, here you come and say profit is equals to. From here, the selling price is 450 shilling. So you come and write 450 shilling. Minus the buying price is 300 shilling. So you come and write minus 300 shilling. Now, when you write it like this, you can come to the side work and you subtract, like the way we subtracted here. You can come and say 450 minus 300. This is your side work. Then you say 0 minus the 0, you get here 0. 5 minus the 0, you get here 5. Then 4 minus the 3, you get here 1. So that is why the profit that Joanna got, the profit that Joanna made is 150 shilling. Then when it comes to number 2, they are saying Kiza bought a goat at 40,000 shilling. Bought here is the buying price. You can see he bought a goat at a very low price and sold it at 53,000. You can see the selling price of the goat is more than the buying price. Now they are asking you, what profit did he make? How much profit did he make? You come now and say profit equals to selling price minus buying price. So your profit is equals to, now the selling price is 53,000 shilling minus the buying price is 40,000 shilling. Again, you come to the side work here and you arrange your figures according to the place value. By saying 0 minus the 0, you get here 0. 0 minus 0, you get here 0. 0 minus the 0, you get here 0. So finally, you will have 3 minus the 0, which is the 3. Then here you will have 5 minus the 4, which is the 1. So you get your profit as 13,000 shillings. So members, that is how you will be calculating profit. Thank you. We have gone beyond the time and some classes are waiting to join. Thank you so much, members.
Bye, teacher.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, teacher. Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye.